Welcome to our guide on staying warm in extreme cold. Today, we'll cover essential strategies to keep yourself safe and comfortable in freezing temperatures. We'll begin by exploring the best clothing layers and materials to trap heat and insulate your body. Next, we'll discuss practical tips for staying warm indoors, including effective heating methods and preventing drafts. We'll also cover crucial safety measures for outdoor activities, like proper hydration and recognizing signs of frostbite and hypothermia. Join us as we share expert advice to help you stay warm and resilient in even the harshest cold conditions. How to stay warm in extreme cold. Number 10. Dress in layers. Layering your clothing is a fundamental strategy for staying warm in extreme cold. Start with a base layer made of moisture-wicking materials such as merino wool or synthetic fabrics. This layer helps keep sweat away from your skin, which is crucial because moisture can lead to heat loss. The middle layer should provide insulation, such as fleece or down, which traps air and retains body heat. The outer layer should be windproof and waterproof to protect you from cold winds and precipitation. Layering allows you to adjust your clothing according to your activity level and temperature changes. Avoid cotton as it retains moisture and loses insulating properties when wet. When dressing in layers, ensure that each layer fits comfortably and allows for movement without restricting blood flow. Number 9. Use insulated accessories. Insulated accessories are essential for protecting your extremities, which are particularly vulnerable to cold. Wear a hat that covers your ears and forehead, as a significant amount of body heat escapes through your head. Choose thermal gloves or mittens that provide insulation and allow for dexterity. Consider using mittens with removable liners for versatility in different conditions. Wrap your neck with a scarf, neck gaiter, or balaclava to protect against wind and cold air. Insulated, waterproof boots and thermal socks are crucial for keeping your feet warm and dry. Boot liners and toe warmers can provide additional warmth and comfort. Ensure that your accessories are not too tight, as tight clothing can restrict blood flow and make you colder. Number 8. Keep dry. Moisture is a major factor that can accelerate heat loss and lead to hypothermia. Prevent sweating by adjusting your layers according to your activity level and avoid overdressing. Choose clothing made from moisture-wicking materials that pulls sweat away from your skin. If your clothing gets wet from rain, snow, or sweat, change into dry clothes as soon as possible. Use waterproof outer layers to protect against snow and rain, and consider carrying an extra set of dry clothing. Avoid sitting or lying directly on cold, wet surfaces. Keep your gear dry by using waterproof covers and storing items in dry bags or containers. Number 7. Stay active. Physical activity generates body heat and helps maintain warmth, but it's important to balance activity with rest. Engage in moderate exercise, such as walking or light jogging, to keep your blood flowing and your muscles warm. Avoid overexertion, which can lead to sweating and heat loss. Take regular breaks to prevent exhaustion and allow your body to recover. In cold conditions, staying active helps maintain a steady core temperature and reduces the risk of cold-related health issues. Be mindful of your energy levels and adjust your activity to prevent fatigue and overheating. Number 6. Use heat packs and hand warmers. Heat packs and hand warmers can provide immediate and localized warmth. Carry disposable hand warmers, which can be activated and placed in gloves or pockets for extra warmth. Reusable heat packs can be heated in hot water or microwaved and used multiple times. Place heat packs in strategic locations, such as your pockets, gloves, or under your clothing for additional warmth. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for safe use and avoid placing heat packs directly on your skin to prevent burns. Heat packs are particularly useful during breaks, or when stationary in cold conditions. Number 5. Insulate your shelter. Proper insulation of your shelter is key to maintaining a warm environment. Seal any gaps or drafts around windows and doors to prevent heat from escaping. Use insulating materials such as foam weather stripping, thermal curtains, or blankets to cover windows and doors. Add insulation to walls and floors if possible, using materials like foam panels, reflective barriers, or thermal rugs. If you're using a tent or temporary shelter, use a ground sheet or tent footprint to provide insulation from the cold ground. Ensure that your shelter is properly ventilated to avoid condensation and maintain air quality. Regularly check and maintain the insulation to ensure it remains effective. Number 4. Use alternative heat sources. In addition to traditional heating methods, consider alternative heat sources to stay warm. Portable heaters, such as propane or kerosene heaters, can provide additional warmth in emergency situations or in areas without central heating. Ensure that any portable heaters are used according to safety guidelines and in well-ventilated areas to prevent carbon monoxide buildup. Use candles or oil lamps as a supplemental heat source, but exercise caution to avoid fire hazards. A campfire or wood stove can provide warmth and heat food if you're in a wilderness setting, but make sure to follow fire safety protocols and regulations. Number 3. Stay hydrated and nourished. Proper hydration and nutrition are important for maintaining body heat. Drink plenty of fluids to stay hydrated, as dehydration can make you more susceptible to cold. Consume warm, calorie-dense foods that provide energy and help maintain body heat. Hot soups, stews, and beverages can provide warmth and contribute to your overall caloric intake. Avoid alcohol, as it can impair your body's ability to regulate temperature and increase heat loss. In cold conditions, ensure that you're eating enough to fuel your body and support its ability to generate heat. Number 2, create a warm sleeping environment. If you're spending the night in cold conditions, creating a warm sleeping environment is crucial. Use a high-quality sleeping bag rated for cold temperatures and consider adding a sleeping bag liner for extra insulation. Insulate your sleeping area from the cold ground with a sleeping pad or insulated ground sheet. Wear warm clothing such as thermal layers and socks while sleeping to retain body heat. Keep your sleeping area dry and ventilated to prevent condensation and maintain comfort. If possible, sleep in a tent or shelter that provides additional protection from the elements. Number 1, monitor and maintain core temperature. Monitoring and maintaining your core temperature is essential for preventing hypothermia and other cold-related health issues. Pay attention to signs of cold stress, such as shivering, numbness, or confusion, and take immediate action to warm up if you notice these symptoms. Use body heat by huddling with others or using heat sources to maintain a stable core temperature. In severe cold, limit exposure to the elements and seek shelter as soon as possible. Stay aware of the wind chill factor, as it can significantly impact your perceived temperature and increase the risk of frostbite and hypothermia. Regularly assess your condition and adjust your clothing and environment to keep your core temperature stable and safe.